So I just ended up dropping out of school, I think in like 10th grade, I think it was. They moved me to 10th grade for some reason, I don't know why, but I ended up dropping out and, started running away from home a lot. And I ran away one time and, I think I was probably like 15, I think, at the time. I was 15, so I came down here. I mean, I got on a Greyhound bus and just came here. And I don't know, man, I was just like a wild child. I don't know, I was really bad in addiction, like real bad in addiction. I met my wife, back in 2016. She was, I could tell, there's something different with her, and when we moved, me and my wife moved to the beach, before Cameron was born. She was reading the Bible a lot, and I noticed the change in my wife when she started changing her life, and I still was stuck in addiction, like really bad, like real bad. And then I went to a recovery center, and the recovery center, they have a church on Sunday, and once I started going to the church, man, I could just like feel something tugging on my heart. I always wanted something different in life, but I didn't really know what it was until, like up to probably like 2 years ago. I could feel God, pulling on me. I didn't know what it was at first, but like once I came here to church and like hearing the word and, Pastor Terry, like, preaching and stuff, I mean, I knew what it was then. At the boiling point of everything, I was sitting in this parking lot of this gas station down the road from my house, after my wife, kind of, had to part ways from me, and, I done burned every end of the candle I could. I mean, it got down to the very last end of, where it was about to blow out, and, I finally threw my hands up in the air, and I said, I'm done. I surrender, you know what I mean? I got down on my knees, and, I asked God to, do whatever needs to be done, your will be done. And, just like right after that, I was in a detox center. I was back in the rehab center, and, they have a group that comes out and, spreads the word of the gospel, and he asked anybody want to get saved, and I got down on my knees. I just started crying. I said, I need to change. I need some help, and everybody started praying over me, and, from that moment on, I gave up, all my addiction and everything. It just, gave my life over to God, and, he changed my life. I kept praying every day. I mean, that's my ritual now. Every morning I get up in the morning, I go out and I thank God for another day. Thank you for another day clean. Just asking to guide my day, my words, my actions, my every move in your will. And like for the past, it's coming up August to be 2 years I've been clean. And it's all because of, just giving my life to God. And that's why I'm ready to, be baptized and just make it official. For me, getting baptized is, so my son can see it, and my wife, and people in the congregation, and, I wanted to come in here and share my testimony, on video, and just hope it helps somebody else out there. I mean, because God is, it only gets better with God. It only gets better with God. This is just the beginning for me. I mean, honestly, it's only going to get better. My name is Tim. I am going public.
Thank you. Okay.